2023 could be the greatest year ever for wholesaling real estate and your life. If you want to break down exactly your entire life and figure out if this is going to be the year that the change is made, where your entire life changes, everything that you've worked so hard for, this is going to be the year that you become the man or woman that changes your life, your family's life, your financial freedom forever, and everything. Guys, 2023 is a very interesting year, and we've gone some months through the year, and what I could tell you is up to the first 4 months of this year, there's been some very, very, very interesting things that are going on, and I feel like I need to share them with you today, because if you don't get this information, I believe someone else will, and whoever gets this type of info is going to win this business, right? There's some very, very, very jarring stuff that you guys need to know about. And if you can use that information into your own business, if you're a beginner, you're making 100K, you want to get to 7 figures, this can be the year. And you're also going to have to relook at yourself to make this the greatest year of your life. Now, I am not no spiritual guru. I know these wholesaling gurus like to give you the spirituality of wholesaling. No, I'm here to get your finances right. And if you're looking to get your first deal or your 100th deal, you got to figure out what's going on in the market right now. And what I want to do is share it, break it down so you know exactly what's going on and how to do it and how to make 2023 the greatest year ever. I want everyone watching this to know this is the greatest year ever to get into wholesaling real estate. And it's not because what you think, maybe it's not 2023 because it's the greatest year ever to get into wholesaling, as it might seem, right? Because when's the best time to plant a tree? The greatest time to plant a tree was 50 years ago or 100 years ago, right? When's the second best time to plant a tree? Today, right now, right? And so a lot of people think, oh, wholesaling's gonna get easier in a couple months and then I'll hop on. No, it don't work like that. The faster you hop in this business, it's now. Oh, I wish back in the day I got into wholesale. I don't care what you did back in the day. Oh, I wish I bought this stock, 5 years ago. I don't care. It's what you're doing right now. And so the best time to get into wholesaling is right now. I don't care what the interest rates are, what the cash buyers are doing, what the motivated sellers are doing. It's all about getting into it now. And so what I want to do is also give you pretty much an action plan of what to do and actually how you can know what to do for wholesaling to actually become successful. I know not a lot of people do that, and that's what I want to do in this video right now. And so if you're ready to get in this business and really to get successful in wholesaling real estate, this is it. This is the time. This is the moment in your life that you're going to say, hey, this is going to be the thing that clicked for me, right? Now, after all the video, after the live streams and everything, we get thousands of people watching this video and these type of videos on the Sunday streams. And when they watch it, a certain amount of people, it clicks with them and they start making that change. And then they post checks, right? Get $70,000 checks, 20, 10,000, 11,000, Zach, first deal. Oh, great stuff, right? I get all that great stuff. Like I get all the first checks, all that great. But it's all because of a video like this that sparks something in your heart to actually get your butt out of bed and to get it going. People know the reference there, but that's what it is. So guys, if you're ready to go, excited to learn this stuff, excited to get started in this business, guys, do me a favor, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and make sure you comment below your questions so I can help you become the best wholesaler possible. So I'm going to give you kind of a gut check for most people in the real estate industry. Now, I'm just giving you the facts that you need to know, not the stuff you want to know. All right. This is the greatest time ever to get into wholesaling real estate. I've told everybody this. Wholesaling real estate is basically immune to all of the worst problems real estate has to offer. If the asset goes down, interest rates, there could be an external event that happens. Oh my gosh, wholesaling is really not immune. Wholesaling is immune. It's not unaffected by most things. One huge example of this was during I can't say on YouTube, but the sickness that went around in, a few years ago. A lot of people thought wholesaling was doomed, and wholesaling actually exploded when all that was going on, and even furthermore because people still have ugly houses they got to get rid of. So in wholesaling real estate, we are the garbage men of this industry. And what does that mean? It's not a dig at wholesalers because I'm a wholesaler, right? But when times get tough, when financial stuff's bad or when money gets tight, the garbage man always gets paid. They do the dirty work. They do stuff no one wants to do, right? Some people might scoff at it, but the garbage man, the sanitation engineers, They always got a job. They're never out of the job. They don't ever lay off 10% of the garbage man workforce. Garbage men are always going to get paid, and they're always going to show up to work, and they don't have to worry about their job because it's still there and they're still ready to go. And so we have to understand is we are the garbage men in this industry, which seems like a bad term, right? We deal with the poop properties, the nasty houses, the trash of the rental properties, the trash of most real estate. And that's the truth. You look at all this beautiful real estate in the country, most of the ugly, disgusting, nasty problem properties, us wholesalers have to deal with. And we get paid in proportion to that. So when real estate markets crash and everything goes bad, us wholesalers, we don't own the real estate. We just own the contract and we sell the contract. And so, yes, my portfolio doesn't go down 50% if I don't own anything, if I'm just wholesaling houses. Now, me as the real estate investor and the creative finance guy and Airbnb guy and all that, yeah, a little different for me. But honestly, I mostly own everything in cash, and I just cash flow everything in my life. But the thing about this is because we're the garbage men in this industry, we don't have to worry about the cons of most people. And so this is when everyone says that because real estate is going down and the prices are going down, the world is ending. Wholesaling, it just gets better, right? Like the industry just gets better. And what I mean by this is I've made more money this quarter, so the first quarter of 2023, than did any previous quarter in my entire life in wholesaling real estate. Think about that for a second. I've been wholesaling for 6+ years. This quarter, the first 3 months, so I mean, we're in month 4, about to hit 5, but I look at Q1, the greatest month ever in my entire life for wholesaling real estate. And obviously, the JV deals do help a lot, right? But outside of that, if I look outside the JV deals, personal home flipping, wholesaling, some credit finance is starting to heat up a little more. It's greatest month I've ever made financially in my entire life. And it's only going to keep going up, and I'm 23 years old. And is that because wholesaling has gotten 3 times better than everything? No, I've just leveled up. And so the key here, guys, if you can level up faster, all right, then real estate's changing, you'll be fine, right? And so you got to understand this, that yes, this is the greatest time ever for anyone to get into wholesaling, but this is because wholesaling is so great. This is the worst time ever for people in other industries in the real estate industry that are market specific. So if you're a realtor, restricted mark, make it all special and copyrighted for everyone. If you're a mortgage broker, if you are an underwriter, if you work for, a bank, right? This is probably the worst time ever financially for you since 2008. Hence, I know mortgage brokers, okay? They ain't doing too hot right now. Why is this? Interest rates are at all-time high. Things are getting a little rough for these people, right? It ain't all easy peasy lemon squeezy for them right now, all right? It's because their industries are affected by the markets and the prices of real estate and all these things. But as wholesalers, it's not. And so everybody talks and everyone makes fun of wholesaling, but who's making fun of wholesaling now when all those industries are having problems and people are getting laid off left and right, especially the tech industry, and wholesalers are making more money than ever? The garbage men in this industry. And so, guys, 2023, this is our year to wholesale, and this is probably going to be the greatest year ever for you if you know what you're doing. And I'm going to give everybody a huge warning. I want everyone to heed my warning here. This will probably be the worst year ever for wholesaling or the best year ever in wholesaling. You need to make this decision right now for you. There's a fork in the road. There's 2 paths. There's the red pill, blue pill thing, right? You can take the one path where you just lollygag, you pretend it's the past 3 years in real estate, and you do nothing. Okay, I'm just gonna, it's really hard to get a deal, but when I get a deal, I'm gonna bid it up for the highest, and I'm just gonna throw it out there to bid me up, guys. And you go crazy, right? You lock up deals for super high, and you think you make all this money, and you just pretend like it's 2021, and you wholesale like that. And you get crushed. You do what everyone else is doing. You do what all the gurus tell you to do. You listen to them, except they tell you something different behind their paid course, because that's kind of the point of it all. They want you to fail watching their YouTube channel, and then you give up and you pay, and then you actually get the info that actually works. Or you watch this video, you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you go to freewholesaling.com, you actually learn what the real world in wholesaling real estate's all about, what the truth is. You learn some creative finance strategies. You learn how the wholesale game actually works, which I'll reveal some big secrets today. And you go down the path the hard path, the path that nobody wants to do, the path that is the least traveled. I know I'm giving a Robert Frost quote there, but if you are willing to go the flip with Rick way, the Zach Ginn way, the Ginn method of going down the path that is least traveled, the path that is not easy, the path that is difficult, the path with struggle, the path with sacrifice, the path with tears, blood, sweat, all that stuff. But you know through that path, you'll make more money than ever. You'll have a lot of scars. But when you go through that path, there's nothing after that journey that will ever phase you in this business. There's not one point of struggle ever, and you'll consistently get wholesaling deals. Most people aren't willing to take the hard path. Most people aren't willing to take the path that has a lot of struggle, sacrifice, marketing, and all this stuff. But the people, I tell you, the people that go through that path, that listen to my stuff, go through freewholesaling.com, watch all the videos, and do all the work I say, they go through it and they actually get the deals. I don't know one guy or gal that's made over 100K this year that has gone through freewholesaling.com, given us testimonials, going on the podcast, all this great stuff that did not go through the difficult path. Why do you think I have people on the podcast almost weekly making hundreds of thousands of dollars from our free wholesaling content? And I always ask them the one question: did they go through the hard path? And they always went through the hard path. Don't think you're different. Either choose this path. It's the easy path or hard path, but you got to pick your struggle, guys and gals. You have to. So you have to ask yourself, why is 2023 going to be the best year ever for wholesaling? There's two divergent problems going on, okay? There's more motivated deals than ever going on right now in wholesaling because of how realtors are pretty much operating, how the real estate market's going. It's a lot more attractive to sell your property for cash if you know real estate's going to go down 1 or 2% by next month. You get a little bit of FOMO going on. Most people are like, oh, my house worth $1 million. I put it on a realtor, it gets sold in 5 seconds. They don't work like that anymore. Maybe a cash offer is what I need. Maybe I just got rid of this for cash. Unemployment is going on for a lot of the tech industry now. It's going some other places too, but we'll probably see unemployment rise up, and most people need the cash. Just get rid of the house, right? On top of that too, we have another thing that's very difficult, right? So this is a good thing. Since this is all happening, there's more wholesaling deals. Oh, this is perfect. Here's a con. There's more wholesalers coming in this business than ever. This is probably the biggest con. This is probably the biggest mental roadblock for most people watching this. This thing that stops them mentally in the head. There's too many wholesalers in my market. Cry. Guys, I don't care how many wholesalers in my market. I'm just going to whoop them all. Do you think Floyd Mayweather really cares how many boxers are in his weight class? He don't care. He's going to crush through all of them, okay? I don't care how many wholesalers. I don't care how many gurus go on to YouTube, teach wholesaling. I don't care how many wholesalers go in my market. I'm going to crush them all because I'm better than all of them, and I don't care. No one's put the blood, sweat, and tears that me and Rick together have put in this over 27 years in this industry. Together, combined of experience, no one's going to beat that in our market. Not one person. And because of that, no one can ever beat me. And so, yeah, more wholesalers come in market. There's more deals coming in. I have a huge market. I'm going to JV with you guys and probably make a ton of money. I don't care. Guys, you got to remember, I'm not, personally for me, I'm wholesaling the entire country now. And so it's not one little tiny market, right? I actually make more money when more wholesalers join wholesaling because they find me deals and we split the deals, right? But more wholesalers coming in is not a bad thing. If you know how to actually work with new wholesalers, you start splitting deals with them, they will find deals you have never found at all. Your market share actually grow because you get half that deal, you get part of that deal. And so knowing that more wholesalers, I call them the TikTok wholesalers, I call them the YouTube wholesalers, the Instagram wholesalers, the wholesalers that are learning from TikTok and YouTube what's going on in this business. And this was a huge problem going in about a year ago, where these, I'm calling them stupid, some of these stupid wholesalers, they'll go buy an AP and they'll get a little Ferrari or a Lambo and say, wholesale houses, get rich, brah. And what they do is they get all these people in and they give them terrible information, just try to sell them guru-wise. And they're all broke, like wholesaling gurus. And then these broke wholesaling TikTok young people go into wholesaling and they start cold calling and they're just terrible, right? And I started going on TikTok and teaching people how to wholesale houses, and I'm teaching people how to do it the right way. And the thing is, these people now are learning how to JV with other people and be trusting. It's working well. And so more wholesalers are coming in than ever. This is a fact you need to understand. And either you go JV with these people and you make money with them, or you let them be your competition and take deals away from you. This is another divergent path you have to decide. I say it's best to be nice. Heck, even educate some of these new wholesalers at least some stuff in the wholesaling game and JV with them and actually show them a thing or two, get them rich too, and you guys will rise up together. More wholesalers coming in this business, it's going to happen. It's inevitable, guys. The wholesaling industry will probably double the next 2 years. That is just a fact. And what you do with that information, you know that information is coming. You know they're coming. What are you going to do with that info? Are you actually going to go in and help those wholesalers out, build trust, and actually legit help them, give them real advice, and then split deals with them? Or are you going to say, F you, give them the middle finger, and let them steal a bunch of deals from you? Which one's going to be best for you? It's up to you. But I feel like it's a huge opportunity for people, and I think it's something you have to understand. On top of that, too, technology is going to create probably one of the biggest gaps in wholesaling. There's a huge, massive gap in technology right now, okay? Right now in wholesaling real estate, there is this thing called AI. There's this thing called Zillow. There's this thing called PropStream. There's all this technology coming into wholesaling real estate. And if you do not know how to work it, if you do not know how it works, somebody in your market will figure out how it works, and they will use that against you and use that as an advantage to defeat you. So which one are you going to do? I highly recommend you understand how technology is working in wholesaling real estate and how it can benefit you, especially when doing free social media deals and things like that. I think it's very, very, very important. And how you learn that, right? First of all, I'm always on top of everything because I kind of have to, because I'm trying to become the biggest wholesaler of all time and become the biggest, richest, most handsome wholesaler of all time. You have to be on top of things. And I get on top of things, and guess what I do? I teach you it, and I show you what it is. No other wholesaler in this entire market, entire YouTube, has actually showed you how to use Google AI for wholesaling. Not one. To this video, I still haven't seen it. Please, someone show me. But not one, or they're not big enough for me to see, but no one. But if you go to freewholesaling.com, my free real estate wholesaling course, I actually have an AI section where I'll show you how technology is working in AI for wholesaling, how you can use it to profit majorly. And I don't want any money from you. Freewholesaling.com is a free course, costs $0 at all. And I feel like you guys need to be using it. It's pretty much essential. Either you use AI to pull the government lists and to get all this stuff, or someone in your market's going to watch this video and use AI. You have to make that decision for yourself. I have given you the warning. I have given you the heads up. Either you take it or not. Don't come crying to me later saying, oh, I heard about AI. I heard about how it works. I heard how it can pull comps. I heard how it can give me property info in 5 seconds. I heard how it can give me the code violation phone number to call in under 5 seconds, but I still don't want to use it. Ugh. Someone's going to get rich with that. Either you get rich or you don't. I just can only give you the information. Information's everything. You gotta understand this, guys. And so, looking at wholesaling the landscape, first quarter of this year, I figured out some very, very, very important things. One thing I figured out, the big pro that is going on currently, it is way easier for me to find wholesaling deals. Holy moly. As someone's in wholesaling 6+ years now in this game, I found it is easier to find wholesaling deals than ever. It is easier to get contracts. It's easier to get very, very good deals. It's very easy to go find somebody who wants to sell their property for cash. It's very easy to get these contracts if you're in the right wholesaling market. Now, if you want to know if you're in the right wholesaling market, go to freewholesaling.com. Now, unfortunately, there's a big con. It's a push and pull in this industry. The big con, it is harder to find cash buyers. It's become a lot easier to find deals, but it's become a lot harder to find cash buyers. Past 2-3 years, it was very hard to find deals and very easy to find cash buyers. Now the pendulum has swung the other way. Now, is this a bad thing? It's not a bad thing at all. You just got to change how you're doing it, right? I love using football and basketball analogies, but if playing football and everyone's doing man coverage, maybe you're going to throw some slants. Maybe you're going to do some short passes. Maybe if they start blitzing every play, we're going to do some short passes. We might go for a deep ball real quick, maybe catch someone with the fast guy, right? We're going to do things that if someone does the blitz, we just got to counter. Now, if everyone's playing safe and conservative, maybe you switch up the play calling, right? You just got to be adaptive. You just got to understand what's going on, and that's it, right? It starts raining. Are you going to cry about it? Just get an umbrella and keep going, right? You just have to adapt to the situation that's at hand. It's very, very important. So what I can tell you, 2023 has been the best year of my life, personally and financially. Now, not a lot of people say money buys happiness. A lot of people do it, but it is true money will buy you a lot of great happiness. It doesn't buy everything. There's a lot of struggle and terrible stuff that happens, but I'll tell you, money can help you with a lot of things. And I'm not here to give you the whole debate philosophical, but I do believe you do have a right given to you if you are going to wholesale in the United States of America to go become rich, to get what you deserve, If you truly watching this video right now and you think you deserve millions of dollars, you deserve riches, you deserve to feed your family, you deserve to retire your mama, you should retire your dad, your kids, your future grandchildren, and create generational wealth for you and your family for the rest of your life and hopefully for generations and generations and generations to come. If you truly believe that is what you deserve, that is what you're meant to be put on earth for, and that is what you're going to be. You're going to be the catalyst in your family to change everything. If that is truly what you believe you are put on this earth for and what you are going to do, and that's one part of your life that is going to be an awesome hero story for yourself. If you truly believe that, you need to listen the next 15, 20 minutes I'm about to tell you. There's been 3 fundamental things I've been doing. My plan that I implemented in 2023 to make myself the greatest version of myself financially, mentally, and anything possible. And I'm going to give you that plan you can copy right now today. 3 very, very easy things that I've done. It's easy to say, it's hard to put into practice. But I've really been focusing only on really 3 things to make 2023 the best year of my entire life, financially, in wholesaling real estate, and I guess personally, because the money helps, right? I want to share it with you. This is going to be a very secret thing. Maybe I can put this behind a course, but guys, if you truly believe you deserve it, I don't think it's a greedy thing to say. I don't think it's a greedy thing to really to want the cash, because the cash helps the most important thing in life. And I want everyone to understand this. I can say this from the bottom of my soul: your family. If you doing this for your family, getting rich, becoming a millionaire is not a greedy, bad, terrible thing at all. You're doing it for the most important people in your life. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, if you're doing just to buy a Rolex, that's really stupid. Just get one deal, buy a Rollie, that's it. Quit this business. But if you're doing it to retire your mom so she doesn't have to struggle anymore, that is the most noble, awesome, and commendable thing. And I'm praying for your success. Let's stop praying. Let's stop thinking about it. Let's stop manifesting it. And let's start getting in action. My 3-step plan that I've been doing that I think you should do is this. Number 1, I'm willing to do what others aren't willing to do. Say that mantra to yourself if you want to get rich in 2023. I'm willing to do what others aren't willing to do. If you go out here in wholesaling real estate in your own market and you say to yourself, I'm willing to do what other people aren't willing to do, you will get results that they don't do. The average wholesaler ain't making 100K, but you're willing to go above and beyond to what they're actually willing to do, you will become successful. Think about that for a dang second, okay? If you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to cold call an extra hour, if you're willing to do the list that no one else wants to do because it's really difficult, you got to go to the probate clerk or the court, you got to schmooze the lady over, you got to talk every single time, you got to ask, get denied, ask, and actually finally get the list and start calling it, start skip tracing, and start just taking action. Getting up an hour earlier, going to bed an hour late, and just start working. And all these new wholesalers coming in, but you're out working every single one of them. Guys, the gap's not big in the beginning, but over time, the gap widens like crazy. And so if you are willing to do what other people aren't willing to do, you'll become successful. Why do you think Kobe Bryant's one of the best basketball players of all time? Think he just had this God-given talent, and that's all he had? That's all he had to become successful? Oh, he had the talent. Everybody in the NBA has, God-given talent and abilities that are like genetic freaks, and like they're amazing, fast, great athletes. That's all of them. Okay, I don't think Kobe's a special case. His special case was he's willing to put in the work with that talent. He mixed the talent with the hard work, and that actually created the big gap. Of course, everyone's 6'4". Of course, everyone's 6'7", and they can dunk easy. Of course, everyone's super fast. Of course, everyone's super genetically awesome. But what set him different than everybody else is he worked every single day ever since he was a kid because he knew he was destined for greatness. And if you aren't willing to put in that passion for you, you will never get anywhere. You will never, ever get anywhere. If If you study the greatest people at anything they do, business, sports, finance, whatever it is, they're always willing to do what other people weren't willing to do. It wasn't because they're so intelligent, they just got ahead of everybody. They worked their dang butt off. Okay, everyone loves Elon Musk, right? I mean, some people hate Elon Musk now, but I loved Elon Musk since the beginning because he did one thing that I completely adored and loved. He put hundreds of hours into he was probably one of the smartest people ever, but he also added hundreds of hours every single week of work since he was a teenager. On top of that, he mixed that together. That is the deadly combo. You might not have this crazy God-given intelligence genius type thing. I don't think most of us do, okay? But I have one thing that I can beat everybody else in, and that's the hard work. I can't control how smart I was from being born, okay? But I can control how much work I put in. And that's the cool part in this business. And so I do have a lot of great stuff going for me. I do have an eidetic memory, decently okay at learning things. But what I could tell you is I've outworked everybody, and I have a true love for this business and doing it for my family and my future family. And so that's it. I'm willing to outwork everybody. That's why in the beginning, got up at 4 or 5 a.m. to put banner signs out, got some money from that, started cold calling 5 hours a day, 5 days a week. You can say whatever you want about myself, my upbringing, anything. There's not one person watching this video right now. There's not one person in the wholesaling real estate industry that can beat me in a cold call. There's not one person that clicks the live stream button and closes sellers more than me. There's not one person that does that. You know why? Because there's not one person that put in the work starting out in this business to be a great cold caller like me. There's not one person. Look at the live streams. No one does more cold calling live streams than me. No one closes more sellers on a live stream than me. Not one person on YouTube closes more sellers than me on a live. They click live, they go to time.gov, they show it's not fake, they show it's a random person on the end of the call. Not one person's willing to do that. Why do you think I'm the only person on YouTube to do it? Because I did this thing. I did this one thing. Number one, I'm willing to do what other people aren't willing to do. If you're willing to do the things that no one else is willing to do, why do you think I was stuck in a dorm room when all my buddies and my roommates, my roommates are coming over this summer. I'm going to have them on this live stream, and I'm going to have them explain to me that they came in on a Wednesday, Thursday nights. They had their little lady friends over, and I told them, you got to get out of here. I'm cold calling. It's 2 to 7 p.m. You know, it's cold calling time. All right. I had one buddy, he actually called me up. I don't want to go on a tangent, but he's cold calling for a hedge fund now and in New York City. And he's like, I remember you used to cold call. Can you give me some tips? It's just funny. But like, guys, I was willing to do things most college kids weren't willing to do. But because I did the 5 hours of cold calling every single day, 5 days a week for 5 years straight. Sorry, I did five hours a day, 5 days a week for a year straight. There's no one that can beat me in this business. Close more sellers, go more. That's what I do. So when the new TikTok wholesalers are coming in, okay, the new wholesalers coming in, if you're willing to do this, you're going to beat everybody. You're going to whoop everyone's butt. And this is number one. This is probably the most important part. You got to do that, okay? If you're not willing to do this one thing, it ain't going to work. You will not become successful at all. Number two, why it's been the greatest year ever for wholesaling real estate for me. Number two, I've defeated my old self. What does this mean? This is something I've done years ago, about 4.5, 5 years ago. I defeated my old self, destroyed it, absolutely annihilated my old self. I can't say certain words on YouTube. They don't like it, but I have defeated the previous version of who I was. Who was I starting out in wholesaling? I was a completely different person. I was still Zach Ginn. I wasn't any smarter, but I was weak-minded, right? Before I got into wholesaling, I did not have the mental fortitude ready for wholesaling. I did a lot of tough things. I did cross-country wrestling. I was very good at all those sports, and they required a lot of mental toughness. But I was still weak-minded when it came to business, when it came to actually what true effort and struggle was. I've done a lot of very tough physical things, but nothing can even compare to the mental sacrifice and struggle that real estate wholesaling did to me. That was way harder than anything I've ever done in my entire life. The mental pain and the mental sacrifice I had to go through, completely different. I might have been physically strong, but nothing compared to the mind. You have to work your mind out just like you work your body out when it comes to working out. How do you get stronger? You got to work out more. How do you get better at running? You got to just keep running. Your You work on your lungs, you work on your cardio, and it just gets better after stress and strenuous stuff. Same thing with mental. You have to mentally keep working at it and get better at it. On top of that too, I was nervous and I lacked confidence in this business. This is very early on in this business, but it's true. Starting out, I was nervous. I lacked a decent amount of confidence out here to start wholesaling, but I just kept putting a foot forward and I got better every single day at it. Everyone thinks I'm the version who you're watching right now is the same version I've always been in wholesaling, and that's not true. Heck, you even see my first cold calls I did like 4 years ago on this YouTube channel, completely different. Completely different. I've just gotten better. And that's it. I was still amazing back then, 4 years ago, because I did my 5-hour thing for a full year, but I still had to keep working at it, right? And this was like 6 years ago. I lacked confidence. I got my first deal. Confidence came through. Heck, 100 deals in, boom, a lot more confidence. 1,000 deals in, 2,000 deals in, boom. That's it. And the most important thing I had to defeat my old self was I had a lack of struggle and sacrifice in my life when it came to the business side. And I want you guys to understand that I had a lack of struggle and a lack of sacrifice. I did not sacrifice anything really tough in my life to deserve it. So I thought I wanted to make $100,000 in wholesaling. That's what I wanted. I thought I deserved $100,000, but I wanted it. I think I deserved it if I worked hard. I didn't know what hard work meant. I didn't do the sacrifice. I didn't struggle. You have to give. To get what you want, you have to give. And so I wanted to get $100,000. So I had to give $100,000 worth of effort, struggle, sacrifice, and work in wholesaling real estate to make $100,000. Until I started going out at 4 or 5 a.m. to put bandit signs out, take a 1-hour nap, wake up, cutting weight, go to a wrestling tournament, put more bandit signs out, go home, sleep, answer bandit sign calls, do homework, work bag boy job all day, go home, sleep, eat, wake up the same day, more bandit signs, talking to sellers for school, workout, wrestling, go home, answer more calls, go to night classes, and go through the entire thing, and then boom. That was a lot of struggle. That was a lot of sacrifice. That was a lot of tough things going on. And because I was willing to do all that, I eventually got my first deal, $20K, another $20K, boom. Time I graduated high school, made over $100,000. I was a completely different man the time I graduated high school before the time I came into high school, because I started doing a lot of struggle. I did a lot of difficult things, and I started making a lot of, I would call, decent money in this business because I started struggling and doing very difficult parts. That's it. I had to start doing competition, getting contracts signed, things like that. And so what you have to understand is the person I was before and the person I am now is completely different. That is it. I have completely changed for the better. So we have to understand is the difference between the man or woman you are now and the man you will become in 2023 and how much money you will make in 2023 is completely correlated to the amount of sacrifice you're willing to make in 2023. I've said it once, I'll say it again. I'm not saying this to scare you, but I'm saying this to tell you just the honest truth here. The sacrifice you are willing to make will be the money you will make in 2023. The more you're willing to sacrifice, the more money you will make. Think about this. The greater the sacrifice, the greater the riches in wholesaling real estate. What kind of sacrifice am I talking about? What are you talking about, right? Think about this. Today can be the day where you can bury your old self. Today can be the day where you decide to make that change where I'm going to start changing into the person I know I deserve to be. If you're watching this and you kind of heard me talking like, hey, I deserve to make $1 million. I deserve to become a millionaire, get a bunch of these assets, change my family's financial life, and actually win in this thing called life, win the game of life, get rich. If you think you deserve that, you're going to have to sacrifice exactly the amount that you want. If you become a millionaire, you have to do the effort, the struggle, the sacrifice that millionaires have to do in this business. You're no different than anyone else. You have to do it. So how do you win the game of life? Give the sacrifice. What is the sacrifice? The sacrifice is the work. The sacrifice is the marketing. The sacrifice is getting up early and staying up late, actually learning how to do this business. The sacrifice is learning how to wholesale for wholesaling.com. Sacrifice is doing the cold calling, the marketing, the reverse drawing for dollars, the drawing for dollars, whatever it is. That's the sacrifice. The sacrifice is the marketing effort, the probate letters, the going out here and getting the government list, all these things. That is the sacrifice. That's it. You got to pay some money, do some probate mailers, who knows? Whatever it is, you do it for free also. But the sacrifice is the effort you put into your marketing, your learning in this business, your acquisitions, and your dispositions. That's it. You also got to learn a couple stuff, okay? Sacrifice too is learning how the winners win and the losers lose in this game. A lot of people don't take the time to actually truly understand how the winners win and the losers lose. And I hate to say this, and this sounds like a very, very arrogant thing to say, but it's true. And unfortunately, it took me 6 years to realize this. But there's just winners and losers in this wholesaling game. Straight up. You're either a winner or you're a loser. And there's a third one, you know. But for most people are winners or losers in this game. Okay? And the truth is, you're not a loser until you quit. And so either you are a winner in training, so that's the third one. You're a winner in training, you're a loser, or you're a winner. Now, the people that ultimately decide to give up and quit wholesaling real estate, they're a quitter in my eyes. They're a loser. They lost. They lost the wholesaling game. They decided to quit. But the person that didn't get their first deal in their month 7 or 8, and they keep going, they're not a loser at all. You know why? Because they didn't quit. They just kept going. They're on their journey. They're on their hero's journey. They're on their sacrifice of getting that first deal. That's pretty dang cool to me. All right. There's not one awesome superhero movie or cool movie out there where the main character didn't have to go through struggle and sacrifice to go out here and win, right? I'm your Mr. Miyagi or whatever, right? I'm the person training you, and you're the hero of your own story. And I guess I'm the cool guy with the beard that's teaching you everything, right? I guess. I mean, maybe. Well, maybe Rick, but I can tell you is the sacrifice is you got to learn how the winners win, the losers lose. The winners in this wholesaling real estate business, they all do the same things, and the losers all do the same thing too. So either follow what they do or the other people do. And you don't lose until you quit. And so the key here is just not to quit. Don't quit. I'm telling you. If you quit, then you lose. If you don't quit, you're still going, right? Either you make the change in this business or you don't. You got to figure that out, guys. All right. I can tell you this. I destroyed the previous version of myself. There's only one memento I have of my previous self that I always keep and look at myself to remind myself, you are not this person anymore, and you do not deserve to be this person, and you will never be this person anymore. I've shown people it's in the studio all the time. This is my old bag boy name tag right here. Let's see if it's my old bag boy name tag right here. Okay, I started as a bag boy in 2014, quit 2017 after my second deal. This is a momentum of what the old Zach used to have. The old Zach used to put this on for minimum wage and be a bag boy scrubbing toilets and all that stupid stuff. So this is what the previous version of Zach used to be. And if this version of Zach was still around, right now he would probably be closing the store right now, mopping and cleaning the toilets. Right now as of this video. So there's two versions of me. There was that old version of myself that'd probably be there right now. But the version of me that I've decided to make the change, I decided to destroy my own self. I buried my old self. And I'm the version of myself now that can do whatever he wants, whenever he wants, for however long I want. And so I keep that with me, and I keep that as a reminder that if I ever feel like quitting, ever feel like being a little baby, I look at that and realize, do I want to go back to that path? Never, never. And I feel like an old man now, but like I don't have to work a day in my life. I have enough assets, enough cash flow. I'm taken care of, my family's taken care of, and everyone that is important to me is taken care of. But I'm on a different path of helping you get rich now in wholesaling. And that's something I think is huge. Last but not least, number 3. I followed the proven market crash and recession plan that Rick Ginn already did to make millions of dollars in 2023. That is right. Guys, you already know Rick Ginn, my dad. In 2008, 2009, 10, and 11, he already went through a market crash. He already set a path for us of what to do when real estate decides to crash. His path's pretty simple. If you go to Wholesaling.com, he has it all there. But he decides to go harder on the paint on cash buyers and go even deeper with the low balls and the more motivated sellers. And how you do all these things, you go to Wholesaling.com to learn. But we started doing that path, and that has made us richer than ever, especially during this current market. And so it's not rocket science, guys and gals. It really is not. Are you willing to do the hard work? Are you willing to do the things most people aren't willing to do? Are you willing to actually learn how to adapt to this business and be nimble when other people aren't? It's ultimately up to you. I highly recommend, if you're willing to make that change, you go out here, you go to freelancing.com, you'll learn actually how to do it. Freelancing.com is free. I'm not here to sell you anything, but I will tell you, learn this business, hop on, ask questions, actually be a student of the game. Actually, while putting in work, ask questions while you're actually putting in the work, and that will help you become the best wholesaler possible. I will help you make over 100K, $1 million. I don't care. I'm going to help you get rich. But the problem is, it's up to you if you want to become rich or not. Guys, everyone wants to be rich. You know, every single 12-year-old I know wants to Bugatti, be the coolest guy ever, right? Have the awesome stuff. But most people aren't willing to actually do the difficult work that is required to do that. And everyone wants to get rich, but nobody wants to do the work it takes to get rich. So that's it. So what I want to do is answer some questions. On top of that too, I have the StreamYard link if you want to hop on and talk to me. And love to talk to you, love to help you out, and love to see how I can make you the best wholesaler possible. But remember, it's always up to you if you want to become successful or not. It is not up to me. It's not up to anyone outside of yourself. You are the only person that can save you in this journey. You are the main character in your own movie. How cool of a movie are you going to have? Is it going to be a cool, successful movie? Guys, how cool is a superhero movie when the main character has struggle or the villain beats him up and he just says, "Oh, okay, you win." It's a stupid movie. Unless it, I can't even spoil this, but yeah, I can't even spoil it. All right, let's just do. It's like Rocky, okay? I mean, Rocky lost the first one. I think we all get that, but it's not a terrible movie because Rocky comes back. That's it. Huh? Interesting. So you gotta go out here and do the work it takes every single day to become successful. That is what it's all stinking about. So let's answer some questions. Let's do some one-on-ones too. You guys see the StreamYard link. It is pinned. Remember, guys, go to freelancing.com to learn how to wholesale houses absolutely for free. And let's get into some questions, guys. I hope this today was a very big eye-opener for you. It doesn't take too much time to get rich. You just got to put in the effort. That's the only thing that's going to change. Mafia Mindsets says, do I sign contract via paper or computer? If you're doing virtual wholesaling, do computer. I prefer you do it in paper, in person, because you'll get the best margins on those deals. That's it. Mafia Mindset, hop on the one-on-ones. Love to help you out, bro. All right, so let's see this. Money can buy happiness, but not love, but you can rent love. Well, I don't think you can rent love, but I'll tell you this, all right? You know, there's always thoughts money can't buy happiness, and that if your loved one, something bad happens to them, there's probably not enough money in the world to go save that, right? I get that. But I'll tell you, I don't know many broke people that are very happy. Most broke people in the United States are absolutely miserable in their situations. There's very rare exceptions, right? But I'll tell you, most broke people are absolutely miserable. And there's nothing more defeating in this world than knowing that you could help a loved one if you had the money to do it. And until you ever get put in that situation, you never want to be in that situation ever again. And that is the key of getting rich. And that's why I tell you guys to get rich. You do not ever want to be in that situation. So don't ever be put in that situation. Get rich, do the work, make the sacrifice. It is always worth it. The hard path is always worth it. That's it. That's it. Cold calling's the bomb. Love it. Let's see here. Travis is a good question. How do you know if the vacant lot you are bidding on is buildable if you're working virtual? All you really got to do is go to the property appraiser website and look at the zoning. You also got to see if it has a permit or if it is zoned. If it's zoned residential, it might be zoned for vacant, it might be zoned agricultural. Who knows? Go to the zoning on the property appraiser and it should put that on there. There's also paid softwares, but I think the property appraiser is still the best one just for looking on it. Kirby says, can I wholesale while still working as a car salesman? Of course you can. Yeah, that's it. All right. And yeah, everyone gives me the money can't buy. Guys, money can go can go feed like 500 people, like in a day that are struggling to eat, and that puts a smile on my dang face. So I never talk about the charity I do or me and Rick do, but I'll tell you that the smile it puts on my face that I can get rich in this business and then donate a lot of it to charity and make all those people happy puts a dang big smile on my face. All right. So either that or a guy buys a Lambo with it. I'd rather feed hungry people. So, yeah. All right. 808 says, looking at JV with people in Port St. Lucie, I'd probably JV with me. But hey, no big deal. Do whatever you want. Awesome. Will's getting education on this business. I love to see it. Freewholesaling.com. You know what's up. What's up? What's up, everyone? What is up? Hello. What's up, Sharon? How are you? All right. Let's do some one-on-ones. I want to talk to the people and see how I can help the people out. So without further ado, we got first. We got Todd.
Hey.
What's up, Zach? How's it going?
All right. You the Iowa guys, right?
Yes.
All right. What's up, man? How's it going?
Pretty good. So basically last time you said that to get like the water shut off list, you were trying to help us with that because our county, it's like private. We can't really access the water shut off list.
I remember what I told you.
Yeah.
What did I tell you?
You told us to like look at like the liens and then see like the debtor and dettee. And we went to the county clerk and we weren't able to, it like wouldn't tell you the debtor or it would tell you the debt not the debtor, but
like we were able to pull a lien list of like 10,000 people, but it just says their name. It shows like
they don't show the debt E?
No.
At all.
No, they show like case number, they show like a different type of number, and then they show their name.
What happened when you asked for the debt E? Did they say we can't give you that information?
Well, it's documents that are on the computer and they're generated already. Like we go there, we can only access it on the computers at the courthouse. But like, yeah, it's
not public. Like you just can't go to the clerk of the court there and just search it.
It is the clerk of the court that we're going to, and there's computers there that we have to go on. But like
you ask a front desk person, can you show us?
They did not try to help you at all. They're like, email this person, and they try to charge like $150. Like there's like a monthly cost, and we like able to like,
I don't know. I'm thinking that we should just try to like look towards focusing on just probate and reverse driving for dollars instead of like trying to do everything. So
sure.
Like, do you recommend that kind of?
I mean, if you're in Iowa City, Amnes, whatever it is, whatever it is,
in Des Moines, basically.
Try to find other wholesalers that have like prop. I mean, prop should be the easiest one because they would just it's 5 seconds in there. But find anyone that's prop stream and just JV with them. That'd be cool.
We have prop stream, but
prop stream isn't the liens at all.
I mean, they're just not very recent.
Yeah,
but lots of the information is not very recent for Des Moines.
For the liens, it's getting difficult there. All right. We're just focusing on the reverse trying for dollars. I mean, do you know any successful wholesalers in that area you have found?
Not successful.
Yeah.
Have you looked on the Facebook groups?
Yeah.
We've scrolled through them and tried getting in contact. Like,
I mean, we went and met with an attorney that does like we found our title company and everything. It's like an attorney state. We have to close escrow and stuff, but like he tells us that, like he knows people that does wholesaling deals and like he does wholesaling deals himself. So I mean, I guess that's a person, but like we haven't found like another person that like just does wholesaling.
Yeah.
He's like the attorney that owns it.
Do you know what kind of that's weird. I mean, I would just tell you, try to find some successful wholesalers and see what they're doing. I would say reverse trying for dollars probably gonna be your best bet.
All right.
We have a place we're about to get under contract.
Wait, what? Say that again?
We have a place that we're about to get under contract and we agreed on a number and everything.
Okay.
Did reverse driving for dollars.
I like this.
And we met with some guy that like does a bunch of Airbnb arbitrage and like stuff like that. We were just like asking him like zip codes and stuff, and we found like two neighborhoods that like he really recommended, and like within the first like 10 people we called, this person was like interested in this list.
Dude, awesome, man.
Learning about the area.
But two things.
You're getting some traction, man.
Yeah.
You're doing the marketing. You're getting there, man.
So I have two questions basically about when we're trying to close this deal.
Of course, man.
It would be tax stamps. Is that included in the closing costs that the buyer will pay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait. Depends on the county. I believe it's going to be the buyer.
Okay.
But the tax stamps would probably be the buyer. That'd be my best guess.
Okay.
Depends. Yeah, it's what you negotiate, but I would say the buyer. I'm trying to think for the attorney state. It should be the same.
They're not too expensive, are they? Really? Like, I mean,
Florida's kind of crazy with them, but you should be fine.
Yeah. And then my second question was, so I kind of understand how prorated taxes work. Like, and I know like as they live there for 5 months, they pay for the 5 months of it, but like, how do we disperse that money? And like, do we ask them for more money for the extra 5 months, or do we take it off of what we offer them, or like
let the closing person do it? It's not your realm.
Okay.
So on the contract,
they're getting paid, man.
on the contract where it says like total due, like it would
not your problem.
It wouldn't change it at all.
Nope.
Okay. Okay. Sweet. You got anything?
Not really. That's pretty much it. We were just kind of stressing about the closing and everything, but yeah.
We did go to code violation office.
Yeah.
And and Iowa State stuff. And they wanted to help us. Like they were like, yeah, I'd love to have like we were like, yeah, we got a project due Friday. Like we really need help. And they gave us like a sticky note, but they said they could only give us like zip codes, and
they couldn't give us like specific
like they could not
addresses.
give us specific addresses. So we're gonna be done with that too. But
give them a FOIA.
We did try, but
stop being nice. Give them a FOIA request, dude. Be difficult. Be persistent.
Okay.
You think that they can like still like because he was like,
bro. Of course.
He took us like in the back too. Like he was really cool about it too.
He's like, I'd love to help you out. Yeah, like, I know how it was in high school.
He sounds cool to you, but he's not cool because he didn't give it to you.
Yeah. Okay.
He's not cool. Go back there. Be annoying.
Okay.
He has the info. He just doesn't want to give it to you. He feels like literally 5 seconds ago you said we're just going to give up on it. That's what they wanted you to do.
Yeah.
That was their whole goal. To pretend like they tried their hardest.
Okay.
Have you ever gone to the grocery store, asked if they have any more, and the guy goes in the back and says, it's not there? Oh, he tried his hardest, whatever. No. Can I talk to a manager? As a guy that worked at a grocery store, they're there. It's just too much work to go get it. Yeah. It's there. They just don't want to work hard for it. Okay? Go back, dude. They're not your bro. They're not nice because they have the info.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. We'll definitely do that.
Okay, awesome.
Tuition you paid, there's taxes on it, and so you are you're a taxpayer in that place. You're a citizen. You deserve that information.
Okay,
for sure.
Sweet.
This ain't no FBI redacted classified info, bro.
That's how they make it seem. It's
not okay.
All right. Awesome. That's good to hear.
All right. Anything else, man?
I think that's kind of
not that I can think of.
Foreclosures. You guys doing that at all?
PropStream also has nothing past 2021.
I don't care about the PropStream pre-foreclosures.
Okay.
So I care about the pre-foreclosures for the county.
Okay.
Where exactly?
List pendants and notice of defaults for the clerk of the court.
Oh, the Liz pendants or
list pendants, which is a Latin term.
Yeah, we had a list. I saw a list for that, and I had no clue what a list pendant was.
List pendants will be most likely. It's kind of look it up. It's kind of a fancy term, but they're kind of making a more serious motion to go forward with something. So list pendants will be a pre-foreclosure if the debtor is going to be a bank. So for example, if Capital One has a list pendants on you, Todd, for $4,000, it's most likely credit card debt. But if it's a list pendants for $400,000, it's most likely a piece of real estate.
Okay.
Those are great properties to not cold call, but reverse drive for dollars.
Okay.
Sweet. Yeah, because you're
gonna learn a couple stuff, dude.
They don't really like talking on the phone, right? So like, so what should we exactly like say to them? Like, we're gonna reverse drive for dollars and just hope that they call us, or should?
Yeah, unfortunately, or you can text them, but like I would just reverse drive for dollars then.
Okay.
They're really tough to cold call. It's not worth it.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
All right, let's add that, man. Keep it up.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Zach.
All right, bro. Keep it up, guys.
Thank you.
You better be on next week.
We will.
I better get that pre-foreclosure list. All right. How's it going, guys?
We will.
I like it. They're getting that contract. They're marketing. They're moving the ball forward. That's all you can really ask. I'm not asking them to become a million times better next week than this week. They're just getting slightly better. And it doesn't seem like a lot, but over time it changes like crazy. Aaron.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
What's up, man? How are you?
Hey, Zach, I'm good.
Awesome. What's up? How can I help you out, bro?
So, this last week I tried pulling some lists here in San Antonio. I tried pulling water shutoff and code enforcement. So I guess just like the guys in Iowa, San Antonio, they passed some laws, or maybe in Texas, so you can't pull that. I did get code enforcement violation list. It's not that recent. They're supposed to have a new one every third of the month. They don't have one for April yet. So I'm thinking, I probably got to go on PropStream, start getting lists, because
bro, what's this language, man? Come on. You're better than that, dude.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's talk about the first one. You can't get the water shut off list. Either you cry about it, or you actually do something about it. If there's a will, there's a way. You need to go after the liens on the utility department for San Antonio. That's the secret in Texas.
Okay.
So let's do that. So it's probably because you didn't know about that, which is completely fine. But most people in San Antonio give up when they hear that. Oh, I'm just going to give up. Don't. The utility liens is actually the secret you get on that. Okay.
Okay.
And so clerk of the court right there. Code violations. You didn't post it. I ain't crying about it. I'm going in person, talking to the manager, saying what's going on. I need my list.
Why it's not updated.
Yeah, you need to get bro. You got to be you got to be a Karen, bro. Aaron needs to be a Karen.
Start knowing people.
Your name's not Aaron anymore. It's Karen. All right. You're gonna be a Karen, bro. You're gonna get in there. You're gonna get that list. You're gonna talk to the manager. All right.
Yeah.
Get a special haircut. I don't know what it takes, but you're getting that list, dude. Get a little attitude. I don't know, man, but. Dude,
you said for the water, you said, what was it? You said
utility. So it's the utility department, right? For Bexar County or whatever it's called.
Yeah, Bexar County.
When someone doesn't pay, they're a water shut off, but you can't get that list, right? But they're going to just put a lien on the property. So it's going to be a utility lien. So go to your liens for the county and see which ones are the utility department putting liens on.
Okay.
That's a good one. And on top of that, for code violations, you just go in person and say, hey, third of the month, where is it?
Yeah. I went in. That was my first time in the building. And I was about to go up the elevator. I had my kids with me. I saw it said no employees or employees only. And I said, okay, I see code enforcement's on the second floor. Can I take this elevator? You got to go talk to the lady back there. She gave, okay, you can pull it up online. She told me, so, okay.
You just to email the manager of code enforcement and say, can I have a meeting with you?
Yeah.
Or how can I talk to you in person?
Code enforcement. Yeah, I think I can do that.
You can't, you will do it.
I'm going to go there and tell him.
Dude, man, change your language, dude. Because you're a person that gets stuff done. I can tell, all right? You're serious, right? You're wearing a collared shirt at 11 o'clock at night. You mean business. All right, man? So, just go out here and do it, man. You're capable of it. You know you are. You just got to show the effort, man.
Okay. All right. So, and you said that was get the utility lien through the county. So,
yes.
See how I pull that up. Okay. Probably same website. Got the code violations. All right.
Any other questions?
Yeah. No, but I heard you mention also that, okay, if you go on PropStream, I'm on I've been watching your videos on free wholesaling. I haven't seen all of them yet, But is it like pretty quick pulling up lists on PropStream? Like, because I've
It's
seen some
good, but
videos.
it's not going to be a secret for you. I mean, your code violation and utility liens list is going to be better pulling it by hand than PropStream all day, every day. And unless you're going to drop some money in your marketing, it's probably not worth it.
Okay.
San Antonio is a great market, dude.
I watched it.
You have everything going for you, man.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Those looks like two good quick fixes. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, man. Hop on. You need any more questions, bro?
All right. Thanks, Zach.
All right. Boom. Caden.
What's up, Zach?
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm blessed, man. What's up? How can I help you out today?
I kind of just wanted to come on and say what up. This is the first time I've ever done this StreamYard thing, but I just wanted to thank you for everything you're doing for everybody.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. But right now, a little bit what I'm doing in my business is me and my buddy, I did paid marketing. So I pulled a list of, no, not me, I paid for it, but absentee owner lists in Jacksonville, Tampa, Orlando. I live in Orlando. And it's going pretty good. We get like a decent lead every week. And then we also we partnered up with this lady that I knew, and she has a VA. So my buddy Quentin pulled some free lists from the courts and gave it over. And the lady over in the Philippines is skip chasing that. And we should start calling that tomorrow.
All right.
So pretty excited about that. Yeah. Heck yeah.
I mean, any marketing you can, man, it just keeps it going, dude.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, yeah, it was a quick one. I just want to jump on and say thank you and, let you know.
All right. Well, you got a deal? You got a question? Anything? Hop on. Good help.
Perfect. All
right.
right.
Let me know,
Thank
bro.
you.
I appreciate you, man. Thanks for the support.
Bye.
All right. Yo.
Oh, Zach.
How are you? Is it Kenne?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. How do I say your name?
Kenne.
Kenne. Perfect. What's up, man? How are you?
Yeah, I'm perfectly well. Thanks very much. You've been absolutely amazing. This is actually my first time I'm calling. I'm calling from Nigeria, actually.
Awesome, man.
Yeah. It's like 4 a.m. here in Nigeria.
Good morning.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jack. You've been absolutely amazing. You've actually changed my life a whole lot. All that I've been learning from you and your dad. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful.
Of course,
yeah,
man.
Yeah. Just a quick one. I've got this seller that's interested, and I've been doing a whole lot of cold callings and all that. And I've got this seller in Merritt Island, Florida, that's interested and that wants to sell a 6.22 acres of land in Indian River, close to the river, really. So I just want to see how we can JV together and work that out. I've not got it under contract yet, so but I just want to find out, what's the how I can navigate through the negotiations and all that, because you say you want to sell it for like $150,000. So I just want to find out the cost, the comms and all that, and how I can be able to navigate through the negotiation.
Yeah. Merritt Island's a decent area, dude. It's not terrible.
Yeah.
I don't want to, don't tell me, there's too many people watching this, but if you go to the Brevard County Property Appraiser and search the address, do you know what it's zoned for?
Yeah, it's zoned for residential. They say they've got a development plan for 4 plots.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. This seems like a decent deal. I got to look at it and just see. I mean, I got some land developers, people I know up there, but Merritt Island's weird. It's either really good or bad. I was going to buy a $2 million deal. I was going to flip there, but it didn't work out there. But Merritt Island's interesting, man. If you want to shoot me over an email at support@flipwithrick.com, the address, that's pretty secure email to send it through, and I can look at it and send you back what I think of it.
Okay.
Don't be offended if I say it's just not a deal.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to look at it, and
I'm
gonna have to probably personally look at it because it's such a weird property and to see if it's good or not. I'll probably shoot over the buyers, and just they can let me know what they think about it. They're my best guys, so they won't do anything bad about anything, and they just give me a price and I can give it back to you.
Okay, that would be absolutely amazing. I actually tried to send these through support at Flip with Rick, but I didn't get any response. Do you want me to resend it and then
tell me, and then I can look? I get too many emails there, and
right,
so if you tell me, I can go there, I can search it.
I reckon.
I'm not looking at it.
I reckon that. Do you want me to put a particular subject? What exactly do you want me to put as a subject? So you'll be able to know exactly.
Island deal.
Absolutely.
I'll remember it. I'll check it after the stream.
Okay, Sam. I'll do that right away. Thank you so very much.
Have you done any wholesaling deals yet?
Yes, I've done. But now I want to do a little bit more than the scanty once in a while deal. So I want to do more. So that's why I'm doing a whole lot. I'm doing a whole lot of government leads now. Because I'm focused more on Florida. So a whole lot of government leads, and then the probate. I do pre-foreclosure as well, and I've got some arrests as well that I'm working on. So I'm very, 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 very focused on the government leads. I've got Prostream as well, but most of my leads are coming from government leads, Florida.
How many deals have you done?
Okay, I've done like 3. But I can do more than that.
Dude, that's amazing, bro. That's awesome.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. It's inspirational, man. Like I've been telling everybody on this channel, nobody realizes this, but Nigeria is almost the same population as the United States. They all speak English, and they're all way more driven than Americans. I have Nigerian immigrants that come in that I know. They're they're way more driven than any guys I know. And if they just put their efforts into wholesaling, it's game over. I tell you, man. And so we have our biggest country in Africa that watches this, Nigeria, hands down. It's just so big, dude. And they all speak English. And so I'm trying to let everyone know, like I want to help everyone. But, I think it's inspirational if someone from Nigeria is watching you and they're like, hey, if Kenneth can do it, I can do it. And
thank you so much.
Check out the Facebook group. There's about 4 or 5 Nigerians I know. Some of them are expatriates, but they're all doing really well, and they have a kind of a close-knit community. It's kind of cool. So that's awesome, man. Check it out in the wholesaling group. But dude, that's inspirational, man. I love it.
I mean, thank you so much. I'm in the group, so I'll check them out.
Awesome, man.
Absolutely.
Cool, dude. Well, let me know if you got any questions. You can always hop on here. I definitely remember you. And keep it up.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. God bless you. Bye-bye.
I'm telling you guys that people from Nigeria are going to just dominate wholesaling. Guys got to be careful. There's over 300 million people. Are 230 or 300? 213 million, but their population probably surpassed the United States. And they have I believe the highest IQ that country probably has the highest IQ of college graduates in the entire world too. I read that. And so it's insane. You read about that whole country, they're getting into wholesaling, and it's crazy. And so I just want everybody to know, if you can do it in Africa, if you can do it in Australia, if you can do it in Europe, you can do it in the dang United States too. This isn't truly international side hustle. The time difference kind of sucks, but heck, you're willing to go out here, you're willing to do the work, you'll do it. What's the average average income in Nigeria is $775 a month. So if the average Nigerian gets into wholesaling from virtual wholesaling, it's game over. I'm just letting you know. Jonas.
Yeah, what's up, Zach?
What's up? How are you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm good.
How can I help you out?
Yeah, I'm kind of freaking out a little bit because when I'm cold calling, all of a sudden I usually run into this like threatening voicemail.
Oh, what's going on?
Yeah, I have it downloaded. Can I play it to you? It's a little bit choppy, but
I mean, sure. I've never felt threatened in my life in wholesaling, so let's hear it.
All right.
As ordered by the Federal Communications Commission, 45 L Street Northeast, Washington, D.C. We have saved your caller ID in a list of offenders, and we will provide your information to the industry traceback group upon its request. Please note that the legal and against United States federal regulations that the call this telephone number unless you provide a written reason in advance. Your carrier that complies with the Federal Trade Commission regulations known as the Telephone Consumer Protection Act. The owner of the number that you have dialed must have agreed, in writing and in advance, to accept your call. Can you verify the called number owner has provided consent to receive this call? We demand that you erase this telephone number from your dialing list.
All right, I got nothing. All right, so first of all, if I just want to give you an FYI, Jonas, if a FTC officer knocks on your door in Sweden, we got bigger problems. All right, first of all, you're in Sweden, dude. All right, so that's one thing. All right, so you're technically like, there's not much anyone can really do. That's level number one. You're literally a whole ocean away from us, so you're fine there. Mm-hmm. On top of that, with the Federal Trade Commission, the worst they can do is give you a fine, right? Are they going to dock your United States Social Security to pay, Jonas? No. What are they going to do to you? I want to legit know, right? It's like, do you own real estate in the United States? Like, so like, first of all, like, there's no threat. Also, an FBI agent, officer of the law, let's call it the FBI, CIA, they're actually real people. Like, they don't sound like that. When a real officer of the law calls you and says you did something wrong, hey, this is Officer Todd Johnson, badge number F2CF, blah, 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 blah. You're violating, blah, blah, blah. Call me back. That's what they do. Now, someone that's gotten calls like that, like, I'll buy a house and unfortunately someone will do something illegal and then I have a police officer try to call me just to like, hey, what's going on? Are you the owner of this house? Like, no, it's a tenant. What's going on? And then I have to like, work with the officer there. But it's like, I know how the game works. You're fine. It's an automated call trying to scare you. You're fine. It sounds like a robot, dude. It sounds like
but it's just strange because like all of the sudden out of nowhere, like multiple times a day, like I don't know.
Just get another number. That number is probably tracked to another person on top of that too. Did you buy that number from like a batch or something?
Yeah.
Probably somebody scammy took that number, and that's probably that number. I'm just giving FYI.
All right.
It's probably a scammy person doing a bunch of RVMs because they recycle numbers.
Oh yeah.
They'll kill a number, keep it off the shelf for like 4 months, then bring it on. So that's it. I have other phone numbers. Like I used to get calls on a band sign of this like crazy ex-girlfriend of somebody. It was just a recycled number. Like, is this Tony? Like, this isn't Tony, right? So Tony ain't here anymore. So don't worry about it, man. Trust me, you're fine. You're in Sweden too. Like, you got another layer to protect you. You're fine, man.
All right. Yeah, and also I'm probably gonna have to use the private equity funds cash buyer. So then I will have to sign another contract, purchase and sale agreement, because I use yours and it's the title will be closing will be held at this and that. Like, how do you recommend I bring that up? Is it like, hey, I got a discount over at this place?
I mean, to the seller?
Mm-hmm.
Just explain it. Like, that's probably the best one.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, thank you a lot, Zach.
That's it, man. And remember, they're trying to say you're breaking DNC law or TCPA law. Mm-hmm. I've already read the laws pretty clearly to you. You're not selling a product or service. You're not really selling. When you're calling, you're not selling anything, right? You're actually asking people to buy. So you're fine. Don't worry about it.
All right.
All right. There you go. Bravo. Hello.
Okay, I can hear you now. My bad.
What's up, man?
That's good. One second, let me shift it over. I have like a monitor. All right. I can't.
Give me a smile, dude.
Now. I'm smiling.
There we go. All right. What's up, man? How are you?
All right. So today I was cold calling some of the code violations. So I got like about 250 in code violations, and from like 2 counties.
Okay.
2 or 3 counties, I think. And then I started cold calling. I was gonna do like at least 50 today, and then I got to like around like 35, and then I was like, nobody picked up. So I was like, I'm doing something. I must be doing something wrong.
Yeah, you're calling on Sunday.
And then, but like 0 for 35 is crazy.
You're calling on Sunday.
Really?
It's a tough day to, dude. I was at brunch today. Yeah, I
Alright.
ain't answering my phone. I'm at brunch, right? Like, I know it sounds weird to say, but like Sundays, people are busy, man. Like
Alright.
half the country, is out in church in the morning, and then the other half are doing something at night.
Mhm.
Sunday and Saturday are the worst days to call.
Alright.
Monday through Friday, 2 to 7 p.m. are the best times.
All right. So I'll just call after school tomorrow.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be your best time, man.
Okay. And then, do I have any other questions? Not really.
On top of that, too, you can. You had what you said 50 you did today?
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know your school schedule, but like you can just text those people like on your legit phone. You won't be a problem.
Like when they wouldn't pick up, like I'll just text them or I'll leave like a voicemail.
Yeah. Hey, this is Rob. We'll try to call. Please give me a call back.
It's Robel.
Robel. Sorry, bro.
No, you're good. Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you for reminding. People say Ginn all the time in my last name, so I try my best. But all right. But send the text over too, man. They'll work well.
Okay. And then this week, I'm talking about Friday, I think, I was like trying to get some of the water things. So like what is it called?
Water shut off?
Yeah, water shut off. So I'd like call the county number, and then I'll call them, and then I'll talk to the lady. She'd be like, okay, yeah. And then she'd be like, just put the email. I gave her the email, and she would just never send me nothing.
Call her or text her. Follow up.
And then it would be like, okay. All right. That's it. All right.
All right.
That's it. Yeah.
All right. Keep it up, man.
All right.
Boom. Chantel.
Hey.
Long time no see.
Again? Oh, I've been busy. So busy.
Yeah, you've been making money probably, right?
Oh, yeah. I closed 3 deals in one day a few days ago.
How many?
3.
Oh, my God.
All in one day. So I came on because I had to tell you I had a Zach told me so moment. So you know how you always say make sure it's cash and not a hard money lender. When you said that, I'm not gonna lie, in my mind, I'm like, look, as long as they could close, I don't care if they get a loan. I don't care if they got a lender. It don't gotta be cash, whatever. For the first time in my life, the lender missed the closing date. I was so furious. And mind you, this is one of my VIP buyers. I like him. But this particular time, he wanted to use a lender. Closing date done came and went. And then I felt like I lost control of the deal because now the lender is avoiding the title company, avoiding answering the phones. Then the whole Passover holiday, it was a whole mess. I was so mad at my cash buyer. I said, never again. It better be cash. So I experienced why you don't want to use a lender, because if it's an actual cash buyer, then they should be ready to close as soon as title was complete. But in my case, title was done and we were just sitting, and closing happened like 2 weeks after the scheduled time.
Was it the same buyer?
It was the same buyer.
Okay. Hey, I mean, how much did you make on it?
It was $13K.
Okay. I mean, you probably got some extra wrinkles from that one, but I mean, this is worth it, right? A couple stress marks, but I mean.
Yeah, but it was pretty bad. So now I'm serious. When I'm doing my vetting, I mean what I say. No lynch.
Listen to me. I tell you, because it's happened to me, and hey, there's a lot of things like that, right? At least you still close to that person. The fake buyers is probably the worst one, I say, and everyone doesn't listen to me when it comes to the fake buyers. I think you listen to me on that one, but those are only the ones that are way worse than that. But those lenders, they're crazy. Oh,
Yeah.
we got to recheck the plumbing. I don't know about that. Stop the closing.
And then I almost lost the deal because my seller became angry. My seller was calling me like, hello, like we've been supposed to close. What's going on? I could have somebody else, but so I almost thought it was gonna fall through. And then when I contact the title company, of course they say, when it's a lender involved, there isn't much we could do but follow up. And they just say the same thing. So, they gave me a run for my money. I learned my lesson though.
Yeah, control the title company, control the deal, control the contract, control the deal, control the buyer, control the deal. Yeah, I control all three of those things. But hey, you're gaining experience, and either you gain it from hearing what I say or by doing it. But I mean, if that's the worst thing to happen to you, you're living you're doing well, right? So I think thank you for hopping on, actually explaining that, because I know one person is probably dealing with this right now, and you probably just saved him or her a lot of stress and anger. So I really appreciate you telling that story.
Thank you. Yeah, because he definitely said, my lender closed in 6 days. And it was a mess. Never again. I'm good.
Awesome. Well, hey, you learned your lesson. You still closed it. 3 deals in a day. Holy moly. What marketing are you doing now?
I'm in Cleveland. I love it. Well, I'm in the whole Ohio. I love Ohio. Yeah. And I had a fire damage property also. That was a little one. Oh, man. So how I ended up making more money, because for the fire damage property, I had got it under contract for $5,000. And I got a buyer for $6,000. So after I got the buyer, I'm like, how I'm going to make some $1,000? Oh, no. So I call a seller and I'm like, listen, the house is badly burnt, so we're going to have to purchase it at land value, okay? So I could probably do about $1,800. Matter of fact, for you, I'll round it up to $2,000. So instead of making $1,000, I made $4,000. That was funny, but it was little, but at least I turned
$4,000 on a 2,000. I mean, you doubled the contract price. So that's probably a record. That's great. I mean, I think the lowest I ever got someone on a contract for is like 1,000. But those deals are. That's Cleveland for you, right? There's a lot of cheap property, but you still make money on that, right? So,
but this was fire damage, and it was one of them situations where the ARV was almost the same as repair costs. So technically speaking, it kind of wasn't a deal, even if you got it for like $500. It was upside down. So I felt lucky to even get a buyer who was interested in it. So I didn't care. So when he was gonna do it for $6,000 and I make the $1,000, I'm like, I ain't never make no $1,000 now with no wholesale. I need a little more than that. So, but I took the seller down instead of, trying to ask the buyer for more.
That's what I tell you. I mean, even if you don't know if it's a deal or not, just lock it up for the lowest you can, just see what happens. And you did that, and you made at least $4,000 on it just by seeing what happens. Most people probably avoid that, but made something out of nothing. That's still super impressive.
Oh yeah, and I found my agent found the buyer for me, because I had reached out to an agent that closed an investment deal, and I sent him deals, and then I thought I had to pay a finder's fee, that it comes out of my assignment, and I learned that the buyer pays that. So I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful. I love it. I make sure the buyer pays $4,000 or $5,000 on top of it. They deal with it. Not my problem.
Yeah, so I was happy to close that. But yeah, that's about it. I did have a question. Is there any way to look up a trust?
Yes, there's actually some sneaky ways. So I'm glad you went on here and you got some of the sneaky info. So it's very, very difficult to look up a trust. Depends how it's written. So for example, I have a lot of my properties in trusts where nobody can find it on purpose, because I'm on the internet a lot. So my assets are protected, right? So if it's a smart person like me, you're never going to find the owner of it. You're never. But for most people that aren't savvy, you can find it. So one example is if you look at who bought the trust or anything like that. So for example, on a property, maybe John Smith bought the property and they transferred it over to the JS Trust for $100. You know who the owner of that is. because it's like there's a pretty good clear paper trail.
Right.
Now, if the JS Trust bought a property on market for $100,000, a little more difficult. Who's the JS Trust? The easiest way to do that is look on the deed and look who signed it. And if it says John Smith signed it, and this is his mailing address, you can do it. So by looking on the deed, you can see who signed for the trust. Now, for our companies, we actually have lawyers and representatives for my own trust to sign it, so you don't know who's the owner of it. But some people make a trust and they actually sign their own name on that trust, and it kind of gets away from the secrecy of it. And so that's the way you do it. So go to the deed of the property and see who signed for it.
Oh, sounds like a lot of work, but it's okay.
But hey, there's some deals out there where it's a boarded up house and it's a trust, and you got to call, and the person who owned the trust passed away, and it's a $50,000 probate deal. It's worth it.
Oh yeah, I still haven't mastered probate because when I call my co-violation list and someone tells me the person passed away, I still get stuck. Like, how do I find them? This is not the wife. This is not the next of kin. And then the other day, I had somebody else tell me, "Oh, it's in probate, and we can't sell it until probate is done." So I don't know what the lawyer telling them. I gotta watch Rick videos again because I can't get.
Screw that, Chantel. Why don't you talk to your own title company and say, how can we close a deal that is going through probate right now? Explain it to me. And then what you're going to do is when somebody tells you, oh, the property's in probate, we got to wait till it's done, say, no, we can put it under contract while it's in probate, and we can actually have your probate attorney or my probate attorney work on it. And so it's as easy and done for you as possible. My title company goes through all of it. And guess what happens when they give you a crazy, stressful probate question? Chantel, that's a great question. Actually, Sally at the title company, she's so good at this stuff. That's all she does. Here's her number. Go call her, and she'll answer all the probate questions you got. And then let's meet tomorrow and see what we can do.
Oh, I was under the impression that maybe the probate attorney is telling them they can't sell it.
The probate attorney, I've had attorneys tell me I can't wholesale houses. Half of them are stupid anyway. All right. They're all interpreting the law. And so in the state of Ohio, you can still put a property under contract in probate. I do believe so. Why don't you just ask the title company? They should have an attorney there that could probably give you a question. And probably give you an answer, right?
Yeah, and that's for a person that probate means they passed away a little recent. What about the ones who are deceased from years ago?
That still has to go through probate.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch some more videos because
don't get stressed out over it. Here's the thing. You're making that title company a lot of stinking money, aren't you?
Oh yeah, they love me. Oh yeah.
So don't you think that you could probably make them more money if they have to do a probate?
Yeah, but every time somebody tell me somebody passed away, I get stuck. Like
when I hear that, I see dollar signs.
And I'm like, it's like once they say they passed away, I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, but if it's not the wife, like if it's the wife, I would know what to do and what to say if it's the child. But if it's like a neighbor, like, oh, he passed away 15 years ago. Then when I hang up the phone, I'm like, all right, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look him up, call next of kin. You got like 15 possible relatives on True People Search. I guess I'm gonna just call all of them.
Chantel, last year I did $600,000 deals. All of them were probates. Do you think you could do at least one of those? I think you can.
I can if I could speak to the next of kin.
Maybe here's the problem. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. You got to maybe have someone do a little more digging on it, right? And so depends on the type of marketing. So if it's a code violation, somebody passed away, usually you can find the next of kin by sending a mail or something out. So it just depends on what you're doing.
Oh yeah, then next time I'm told somebody passed away, I'll definitely send a postcard because that way the person in charge can just contact me.
Yes, or you tell them, find the next of kin, have them reach out to me. Here's the thing, Chantel, if next time this happens to you, hop on with me or Rick, and we'll just, for free, I don't want any part of the deal, I'll tell you what to do and get it sold. I feel like once you do one probate deal, you're going to be like, oh, that's it? And then you're probably going to do 10 this year. And then you're going to be like, oh, you know, Zach said to do probates, and I never listened to him, and now I did 10 probates, and he was right. Just like he did in the beginning of this.
Yeah, but it's going to be because I spoke to the wife, because I spoke to the daughter, because I spoke to the son. Then I can.
It's worth it to me. But if you get someone that says that someone passed away, talk to the title company first and learn the laws in Ohio, and then see what you can do from there.
Okay.
I think it's worth a shot.
I guess. I mean, I'm code enforcement, so you know, it just, you know, when they tell me they pass away, it just puts it in a different lane, I guess. Or whatever. I'll try.
It's a new skill. It's something you got to learn, but slowly but surely.
Oh, and can I get free game?
Sure.
Guess what market has an excellent answering rate?
What?
Louisville, Kentucky. Oh my goodness, I couldn't believe it. Now I can
rank my top market of 2023.
That was the top market?
That was my top market, 2023, Louisville.
Man, I was helping someone else out, and I forgot one of the cash buyers saved my number. He called me out of the blue, and he's like, hey, I need more properties. And I didn't want to tell him, like, first of all, I'm not even in that market. I was just helping somebody. So I'm like, oh, okay. Man, I pulled a list, and like 80% of the page answered the phone. It was crazy. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what?
I ranked, if you look at the video, I said top 25 markets of 2023. Louisville, Kentucky was number 1.
They answer the phone, and the cash buyers answer the phone too. So after you get the seller, the cash buyers answer, and they so nice. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, this is too good to be true. They so friendly.
They made a law in Kentucky. They're trying to stop wholesaling, but it's written in a way you can easily get around it. And so most wholesalers are running away from it. And that means the experienced wholesalers who actually know how to get around that law can just swoop in and make a lot of money. That's why it's working really well.
And that market is great for someone who probably not too fond of cold calling. I mean, if they worried about not getting answers, Louisville, Kentucky, you're gonna get some answers.
I ranked it number 1 on purpose, and still it's underrated.
And that wasn't even my market. I stumbled. All right. Nice talking to you.
Awesome. If someone's got a JV deal in Cleveland, how can they reach out to you?
Email, Facebook. I respond to them all. My Facebook is my name up there. You can inbox me.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate it, Chantel. Thank you so much. And
no problem.
Probates.
All right. Good night.
All right. Next. Boom. Guys, I'm telling you, if you do the work, listen to me what I say about cash buyers. I swear, if you deal with cash buyers actually buying cash, you'll be fine. Avoid the lenders, and you'll be good. So, guys, that's how you get rich in wholesaling real estate. Do the work, do the stuff, do the hard path, and it'll lead to your wholesaling success. Guys, if you're looking to get into wholesaling, make a ton of money, go out here, go to freewholesaling.com in the bottom, and help you guys out. This is Zach Ginn signing out. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see y'all soon. Thanks, guys. Boom!